Okay. All right. Thanks for joining. Um, I'm doing the yoga session from Prague in Czech Republic today. All right. See, there are few things in life you have to maintain a discipline. If you want to be healthy, if you want to be balanced in your thought processes, you have to be disciplined basically. You have to have a structure in your life so that you can aspire to do well in terms of your health, your mindset, and whatever you want to do in life. The thing is, it doesn't come just randomly. Whilst we wish things could just happen, but as you know, the rule of nature is you have to put effort to get things out. It's a law of karma. Life moves on, everything keeps moving. So being static, being in a situation where you're not going to put some effort and seek some direction, you become basically stagnant. And stagnancy or stagnant position doesn't bring anything in life in a real depth. So I'm still, being aware, still doing and sharing, and it helps me a lot. And I hope I can actually inspire a lot of people, motivate people to keep doing. So sit straight, back straight. Say express Om 3 times from A Uma. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, thanks again. Okay, always as we do, first thing is exercise or called asanas, Chakrasana to start off. Minimum 3 times, symmetrical. Move your body. It's early morning here. The sun rising just outside my hotel. On the roofs, there are pigeons actually, very similar looking as to what I have at my home in Sydney. So it feels, I'm right there watching them as well. They're right in front of me actually. As the sun rays come, they're just sitting around there. Alright, so Paschimottanasana. Move, open your legs. So let the blood flow, move yourself. It's very hard, very quickly you can move, lose your muscles, your flexibility, your strength of your body if you don't utilize. And the problem is as we get older, we use less of our body. That is the issue, okay? So you have to utilize your body. We are meant to be creatures which should be walking, not sitting, okay? So inside, outside, push your legs in. Now, specific exercises for your energy centers, and basically it summarizes the whole steps of yoga in our life, what we do from Muladhara to Sahasrara. So first 1, first 3 are the reality of life that we live in a daily basis. So Muladhara, this is the very primal, reaction that we have, and this is the survival mode that comes from. So whilst You don't want to do anything, take any responsibility, which you should do because you are a human being. But the body has a built system like plants and animals have. We also have that options. But it's not good enough for being a human because you have the freedom of actually expressing more. So if you're just held up to the standards of just living as a reaction, primal, primitive level, you don't progress. So Muladhara was, it gives you the survival, but if you were to understand the flip side of the creative power that you have, and the creative power is obvious as you can reproduce in your life, you can put effort to create houses, make things. It happens all the while. But if you were to make more than your basic, kapra, what's say, your house, food, it's just survival level is not good enough actually. That a bird does it very well as well, can make a beautiful nest. So we can make skyscrapers and things, we have all these things that we do. But we all can actually do that. Not that only an architect can design a building, but we all have the potential in us, but if you tap into it. So the Muladhara, the flip side, has huge amount of attributes that you can tap into. So next one, when we do Titli, butterfly asana, is actually to put your mindfulness to your sensual perceptions that we have. And the reality is that we feel this life that we live is by our senses, the five receiving antennas, the five action. So again, living on randomness, the superficial 10% of which you observe is usually really addictive to salt, sugar, whatever music listening, what are you watching, all these things randomly will actually is detrimental. Sadly, if it was just the goodness would come automatically, it'd be easier, but as we keep reminding ourselves, nothing good comes without putting effort and taking responsibility. So let's make sure that you take that responsibility. The third one is at the Manipur, the belly button level is called solar plexus. So the drive that we get, especially from a child growing up to 30 years of life, this is, if you don't do anything as a human being, you can go through the school system and make a life for yourself, and you do quite well. And the world is doing quite well actually. But at the same time, the world is doing very badly as well. That same ego driven causes world wars, just reading around. I was going to the museum and seeing what happened to the Jews only not so long ago, 1939 to 1945, how they were loaded up, and this is very successful. Germany and Europe have been very successful in material creation, what we have. But on the flip side, what were they doing? So the thing is, the ego self can drive you into this grandiose, actually, delusions of thinking that you are the pure race or something. What others were obviously behind Hitler and them as well. And it was not. They wanted to just cause total extinction of these hard-working people of the world. So yeah, it doesn't mean that, but if you don't have the rationale of actually balancing your ego self, it can be very dangerous. So that's where it comes again. So at your Manipur level, so when we press on to it, visualize, knowledge is very important. Without understanding and being aware, human beings have a huge problem. And knowledge has to be the correct as well, dharmic, truthfulness, righteousness. Not blind following of other woke culture or pseudo-Marxist, communist beliefs. No. As when it's presented as something positive, we have to have that power to discriminate the true stand, the righteousness, truth of life is very important, more than just feeling good about in a movement or a group. No, because only 30% of people are supported in Germany and Hitler is doing, but 70% remain quiet. So the 30% created such havoc and genocide. So yeah, you have to take responsibility. Goodness doesn't mean just not taking sides or sitting quietly. No, you have to. Same with your body. So you have to take action and your responsibility. So that when you after 30, when you have basic survival of house and success and relationship, your life is actually demanding you, actually seeking further development in you. It's not the end of it. And that's why the problem happens from usually 30 to 50. People become ingrained into all these kind of beliefs that were imposed on them when they were growing up, and they start defending them without actually using their discriminatory power or vidya. So you have to take in charge of yourself to defend righteousness, the truth, what is good for on those principles, rather than which is a prevailing thought process or muddled up, things people deliberately do to fool the populace. And so Manipur is very important in that way. All right, now the next one is at Anahat. So I'm pressing on the heart, going around. So the fourth level, Anahat, is where your truthfulness, your balance, the positive aspect of each of these energy centers that I was talking about starts coming in. So love is very important aspect of, if God as a person is there, it's all loving, all caring. Its expression is in its creation, not one specific type of people, a specific type of group, only human beings. No, every single insect, plant, every creation, entire universe is the expression of the Creator. That's the number one dharmic principle. What are people doing in groups in the name of saying they are teaching the right things even? Imagine that. How much hypocrisy is in this. So that love I'm talking about, and Anahat, that type of loving nature of it. Not a hypocrisy of I love dogs, so I won't eat dog, but chickens are okay. I'll kill them. All animals are kill them. No, it's not. It's not the way. You're lying to yourself, all right? So Anahat. And how do you become actually the loving self apart from that ego-based, bullying creatures that we make our humans into? Is the throat. So when I'm moving my neck like this, throat is the power. Where throat is a lot of blood vessels, the energy comes from here, blood flows. There's respiratory center, your prana. Breath is your most important, powerful aspect of your living. Without breath, you're gone. So do you ever spend any time looking after breath, thinking about it? As I keep saying, there's no attention to it, there's no action really gonna happen in a positive manner. By randomness, by default, you are always going to fall into a ditch. And that's what the life gives you. And then you say, why my life is like this? No, it's not a karma. Yeah, part of it could be karma because of what you have been doing and or not doing actually, then leads you into this ditch. But the day you take responsibility, your karma actually itself becomes the positive side in your life. So what does it mean? Look after your breath, be knowledgeable, do exercises. Alright? So we'll do that later. And then it goes, then above is fourth above. Now you're going using hemisynchronization of your brain, your power of your right side, left side brain combining. Intuitive power comes, your Wi-Fi, this body system starts actually downloading the software of the universe. So when you're lower level, you have to really, really work hard day and night. If hard work was the way of the biggest success, then why people who work the hardest in their life, construction workers on the road, on the farm, they don't are the most richest people in the world. So it's not that actually. It is actually coming from here, intuitive ability of downloading the software of the universe, because that all loving creature wants you all to be successful, but you have to align yourself and download those apps for your success. It becomes much easier. How does Elon Musk do it? So he's aligned, obviously. Must be a lot of past karmic activity, balance acts, and other things that just helps him download all these ways of making. And it is usually has to be things that is helpful for the humanity. That's the thing. And when you see him, what he does is all this advancement of humanity, and he's successful. Okay, so intuitive ability, and then it goes to the head, that the creation itself becomes the source of your life, the sun coming onto me straight. It just, it's a coincidence, but meaningful coincidences are synchronicities of your life, So how do you take it? How do you understand? That level of living comes from further movement of yourself. Okay, so that's summary, and that's the steps that we'll go through. So in this combination of asanas, so exercises, breath work, and then do meditation. Yes, lift yourself up again, push, balance, exercise, lie down. Shoulder stand, push, and then halasana. Open your leg. Muktasana. Inside. Both. Lift up. Go side to side. And then lift. Matrishasana. Chakra. Makrasana. Move side to side. And twist your spine further. And Navasana. Balance yourself. Lift. Come up, sit. It's your Gomukhasana. Sitting into this position. Twist your body as far back as possible. And then try and hold your fingers together if you can. And up. Now change side. Gomukhasana. And then opposite hands. Sit. Now when you sit, have a bit of a break, rest, do some tapping exercise, or we should do some grounding work on grass, in water, nature, electrical energy neutralization, tapping, same thing with your palms of your hand. There are millions of receptors, so using your fingers for eating, touching, tapping, being, combining, aligning yourself to your body is number one step. That's why we're doing these exercises. I could start just saying, don't do just breathing exercise or meditation, but it doesn't work. You first have to actually become part of your body, combine. So if you want to express in reality anything, it has to come physically from your body. So you can't just keep it as abstract. So alignment, tap, know your body, become part of your body, become more rhythmic, become aware, of what is happening in this body. Okay, so each of your physiological functions, it's very important. Then you become aligned, and this alignment then leads to alignment to your breath, which leads to alignment of your mind, which leads to your alignment of your soul, which leads to the alignment with the universe. So everything is part and parcel of a bigger picture. So don't just be, try and do selfishly shortcut. It doesn't happen that way. Right? So pressing your radial artery with your left thumb and push your thumb to the shoulder. Inside, left radial artery. And push your thumb. So this aligns. So balances your acid-base secretion with a lot of positive physiological impact apart from your exercising your muscles, your joints and things. Clap. Expression of gratitude, yes. So when you appreciate by clapping, now use your fingertips, massage your scalp, top of your head, sides, go down on the back, behind your ears, okay, front, your eyebrows, your cheeks, your chin, lips. Yeah. Step gently. With more time, you can spend more time massaging. So it is natural actually. Botox happens to yourself. You remain brighter. There's a lot of stress that sits around your head. So just gently untangle by tapping energy source. If you're a lazy person, think tap in the morning and you'll get this energy inside you. Inertia goes over the sides of your hands. Because simple acts like this are very, very helpful to you. Makes your day much better. Rather than putting caffeine and all those stuff. Align your body. The body then becomes, watching the sun. I'm just fortunate that the sun comes early morning sun. 6 o'clock. The blue light of the sun stimulates serotonin production, so your day becomes active. Evening opposite happens, so that you can sleep. So nature gives you all these medicines for you, and if you are not going to have knowledge and understanding, then you start using other things, and it makes it hard, your life. Okay, now rub the sides of your hands, breathe in and out as you do it. Now, rub your palms and breathe in, and then hold the breath as long as you can. Now when you can't hold, breathe out, push your air out and hold the breath as long as you can. Breathe in and out. In and hold the breath. Breathe out. Oh. Breathe in and out. In and hold. Breathe out. Then hold the breath. Breathe in and out. Okay, now to face the floor, you can do either push-ups. You can do 100 times. So just stay in the plank position, whatever you feel good in doing. Okay, lie down flat, become like a Superman, push it forwards and backwards. And rest your chin and the thumbs, bring your ankles towards the bum, push. Now lift yourself up, like Neil the Seal. Look at your left ankle. And change side. Bind your hands together. Move from side to side. Then next, move your middle band. Move. Yeah, good for your spine. Hands by your side. Lift your legs up. Hold. Stretch down, back up. touch, back up, open. Now hold your ankles, lift yourself up, go side to side, right to left. Now lift, balance yourself on one leg, knee like this, change side. Now just be on one knee, straighten yourself, change side. Push your right leg inside, extend your right hand and your left leg, try and touch the floor. Inside, left leg in, straighten your right leg and your left hand, try and touch the floor. Balance yourself, hold your left leg, straighten yourself, change side, on the opposite. Now be on your toes, breathe in, breathe out, push your tummy in and hold your breath. Breathe in, out, repeat. In, out. In and out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Now do it. It's called child pose, Balakasana. Go down, hold your breath. Breathe in, do a reverse namaste on your back. Hold your hands together, touch the floor, hold your breath. Breathe in, lift yourself up. Sthirasana. Balance yourself, push yourself backwards as much as you can. And sit on your ankle, push yourself back as far as you can go. Then all the way, then touch the floor, push. Come up. And this position. Now do what's called, put your fingertips together at your belly button. Breathe out. Push yourself down and hold your breath. Breathe in. Use your left palm. Increase the pressure of your fingertips on your belly button. Breathe out. Breathe in, change side now. Right palm on your left fingers. Press on your belly button. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands along your thighs, the level of your belly button, the adrenal glands here, kidneys, press your fingertips. Breathe out. Breathe in. Open your hands. Keep your neck straight. Push your eyeballs to the right side. On the left side. Go diagonally up. The right side. Then left side downwards. Left side up in the corner. And right side downwards in the corner. Then horizontal right side again. Left side. Hands on your thighs. Look as far as you can. And tip of your nose, far away. Tip of your nose, far away. Tip of your nose. And go clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Go anti-clockwise. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Now move your neck clockwise, gently 3 times, and then anti-clockwise 3 times. Now push your chin on the right side, and then on the left side, downwards, front, back, shoulders exercise, outside in, inside out. The back, okay. Now, if you can balance yourself on your knees, try and do that like this. On the sides of your legs. And if you can lift yourself, you can do this one first. Try to lift yourself on your tummy if you can. And then lift yourself. Lie down without using the hand. Just come up. Okay. Now standing up. Open your chest. See, this is like all these exercises I kept saying, it's alignment of your body, your physiology, your chemical reactions, your genetic level, no genes, all. Then your subtle level body starts joining with you. So when you open yourself, your heart is opening, your chest is opening. You're learning how to deeply breathe. And see, where there is nothing is everything actually. The whole space, the source of creation, the movement of planetary systems, the hitting of asteroids produces life, in the physical way of actually creation that happens. It's all very well maintained. In the chaos, there's all creation happening. You might think it's all destruction, but no. That's why there is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. There is creation happening all the time with this. So what seems like nothingness is where everything is. So when we open, the space there is, as your phone utilizes this Wi-Fi and the energy Vibration is frequency. The more you get connected to it, the more your life becomes actually easier. So open, yeah, open your chest. Yeah, combine yourself, okay? So moving your legs, so opposite ways. It's actually is very important for your brain functions when you move your hands, okay? So get involved more as much as you can in movement of your body, rhythms. As you'll find slowly that there's lots of things that seem very simple and don't become obvious in terms of what is happening is where the secrets lie actually. Vrikshasana like a tree. Learn to stand still and be flexible enough. Okay, like a tree. A coconut tree, how much flexible can it become and how tall it grows is because of its flexibility. So, Vrikshasana, focus, trying to learn to live with the nature's own 6 weather systems is important. We might not understand. We might all just think summer is the only, or the spring is the only time you like. No, every weather condition is actually helping you grow. So winter itself is, you reserve energy to grow into spring and then summer. It just can't be one state, okay? So learning to be part of the universe, the nature that is there, and very importantly within your own body, when you start understanding that you are not a separate entity, but you are part of this entire creation that is there. Okay? Okay, Malasana. Right. So if you can balance yourself, hold. Gratitude exercises as the Trikon. Chandra Namaskar. As a position of moon and its impact on our body, on earth itself, the food that we all get. And remember to express some gratitude in life. Ultimate gratitude is Surya Namaskar. The sunrise now. Without sun, that helps our 9 planets. And we survive. Just hold on once a while. Express gratitude to how the whole system runs. So these are 12 steps of exercises called Surya Namaskar. So breathe in, push yourself up, breathe out, touch your toes, push your left leg back. Asthangasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, mountain pose, left followed by right, right leg in, all the way up. Push again, breathe 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now from the left side again, breathe in and now push 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Third cycle from the right side, breathe in, push 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Head circle from the left side. Breathe in and out. 1. Push. Touch your toes. Push your left leg. Asthangasana. Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. Left, right leg in. All the way up. Okay. So there's only 3 circles. See. Again, 10 of them full cardiac workout you'll get. All in comfort of your home. In a small place you can do these exercises. Okay, so our ancestors or Rishi Munis, they're all very simple ways of actually being healthy. And it was a totality form of exercise. Your body, your mind, and your spiritual part too. Okay, so whatever little I know, I'm sharing. You can help yourself as well. Now you can lift yourself back on your hands. You can balance. Or on your elbows. If you can do headstand, try and do the headstand. If you can't, don't worry. Do the shoulder stand. Let the blood flow for a while. Alright. Okay, so the last exercise is called Shavasana. It's like a dead man pose. So we lie down. We lie down. And just flat. And in this time, you can, we'll double it up what's called Yoga Nidra. So I'll take you through a relaxation phase. So it's like scanning your body, hands by the side of your body separated a little bit, legs also a little separated. Your neck straight, your eyes are closed, but your inner eye are widely open. You'll move with your closed eyes as I talk. Your ears are widely open. So we utilize breath. So breath has 10 different types of components in it according to Hinduism. So first things called prana. As you breathe in, follow the breath all the way down your chest into your lungs. Visualize your blood where red blood cells contain hemoglobin and oxygen is binding into them. Goes to the heart, and heart within a minute pushes it from the toes right to the top of your head. Within 1 minute, all this is happening. You get oxygenation, you get nutrients. Express gratitude. It's called prana. And prana is linked to the 5 space components that I spoke in the beginning. The space, emptiness, ether, the atmosphere, with moisture, the fluidity of the fire within the earth itself that keeps the planetary system going with the sun. So Akash, Vayu, Nijal, Prithvi, the earth itself. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, press on your belly button. As you empty your lungs, visualize blood returning from toes, head to the heart and to the lungs. And the reverse is happening. Carbon dioxide, other gases are coming out in the form of gas now through your body, outside in the environment. This is called Apan Prana. So that reflects now your subtle activities that's happening with your senses in the background. Where are you see the images? Your eyes are just the receptors of the photons, but your back of your brain is where images are created of what you see, same with your listening, same with your smelling, same with your touching. But who is, where it is, we can't take any images in your brain. What is that is actually giving you this depth of whatever you're feeling and seeing? It's called Apan Prana, Apan Shakti. Breathe again. Deep breathing. As you breathe out, press your belly button, push your attention above your belly button. Third prana is called Saman. Saman is the sun which is coming onto my face now. on the Earth itself, the planetary 9 planets that it looks after in this universe, and there are 300 billion some planetary systems like in our Milky Way, in our galaxy. Imagine the vastness of it. It drives. So this is called the Saman part. So your beauty, the glow, your vessels are open. The physiology works through this. Breathe again. As you breathe out, push your belly button and put your attention from your belly button right to the chin. The fourth prana is called Udan. And Udan is to do the fluidity of the body, the ocean, 70% water around Earth, 70% of water within each of our cells. Each of these exercises that we do, movement of the spine, the Meruband, which washes your brain cells. That's why we do all these things. So brain function is, your intellect, intelligent, neurons fire. Sheetal, the cohesion, the movement of electrical impulses goes through this fluid. So make sure you drink water, natural water, spring water. Don't have soda, alcohol, all this stuff. After this body is very fine balance. Breathe again. The fifth part is called Vyan. As you breathe out, put your attention from your chin right to the top of your head. And this is to do with your structural body. 205 bones, 100,000 kilometers of blood vessels, lymphatics, your motor, your sensory, your biology, your physiology, your molecular, atomic, subatomic, the entire system that runs through it. And there are 5 other plants called Nag, Kurma, Karikal, Dhananjay. They look after these internal activities, hiccups, peristalsis, birth process, eyelid movement, all these actions are all pranic related things. So breathe again. So the second subconscious activity that happens without much of your input is, like the breath, is digestion. Your responsibility is to take some important breaths. The second part, digestion, your responsibility falls using your intellect, your dharmic principles of what you put in your mouth, what you buy, what's happening around you. Are you aware? Are you conscious? Are you just randomly just picking things because of the color and what makes your superficial senses and smell and just like something? Are you taking responsibility, because responsibility requires sacrifice, discipline? Do you know the structure of your mouth? Do you know how blood pressure and heart rate and other things are controlled by digestion in the mouth? Of colored different seasonal fruits and vegetables which should be eaten whole. Are you chewing food? Are you eating slowly? You have 36 teeth in yourself. You're not supposed to gulp things. You're very long. So for this 40 centimeters long intestine, 8 meters, small bowel, large bowel, 2 meters, 37 trillion bacteria. The good bacteria are surviving because of fruits and vegetables and fermented structures and fiber-based, which is all vegetable-based food. That's why you need to, and ethically, morally, and dharmic way, you are a human being. You should know what you're putting and what is required by the body in terms of the bacteria is paramount reason, not ideology of why should you become a vegetarian person. Breathe again. Now sides of your tummy. The third subconscious activity is excretion. Your kidneys are filtering the blood every microsecond. Do you ever spend a second expressing gratitude? Do you help your kidneys by drinking water, 2.5 liters a day? Water, not juices. What about the other toxins that we release by poking, by sneezing, by spitting? Who's supposed to balance this? Every action needs to be balanced. That's the dharmic principle. That's why Yajna is done, fire ceremonies. In older times, all ancient cultural systems used to do. I think Hindus are only one who still have maintained and carry on. Fire ceremonies, adding herbs and things, raises gases, formic acid and other gases, balances the toxic things that we produce without knowingly or as part of physiology, but it's our responsibility still. And the second part of it, gratitude. Whatever little you have, you share, and fire is a way of spreading it around to every other creation which can inhale the gases, the positive things that you're doing. Breathe again. Now take your attention to the fingertips, to your wrist, to your elbows, to the shoulders, back of your neck, down the 33 vertebral column, behind your bum, behind your knee, right to the sole of your feet, in front of your ankles, front of your knees, and your thighs come to the base of the spine. On the left side is called Ida, on the right side called Pingla. In the middle is Sushumna. The left is to do with your left side of nostril and right side of your brain in terms of your intuitive ability, position of moon, femininity, softness, kindness. The right side, Pingla, the sun. The right nostril with the left side, objective mind, functioning, masculinity, the drive, action of the sun, your circadian rhythm, pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your thyroid, parathyroid, bone marrow, matavajahasti, your adrenal glands, fight, fight, flight, to your vagus nerve, rest, repair, regeneration, your heart rate, blood pressure, your brain function, your food movement, spleen, kidneys, gallbladder, liver, all this organ, basal nerve, connection, makes it, gives you this, the better side of you, the parasympathetic, the subconscious activity that starts expressing. That is where the power is. Not the conscious self, which is only 10%, which is the ego driven, which is what makes the big, digs your own hole and you fall into it one day. But it's the parasympathetic vasovagal nerve function. Bring your attention to the base of the spine. There is the serpentine movement of energy, subtle energy. Right to left, from Muladhara where they move, Swadhisthana, Manipurana, Vishuddhi. Tirukudi and Sahasra on the top. The 8 of them, then combined with the 8 of the universal energies, like Hanumanta, Hanuman, Anima, Mahima, Garima, Garima, Mahima, Prapti, Prakamya, Istava, Pistava. That's how this body links with the universe, and you become that all powerful, all evolved. So visualize yourself, this body as an organ, as a vehicle. Your mind goes so fast. Imagine if you can control this mind, or like you can use a concave lens to get the sun onto yourself. You can cause fire here now because you focus the sunlight energy. Imagine your mind. The whole teaching of Gita as within the Mahabharata war, like Krishna is teaching Arjuna how to control this mind. You become so powerful. You can take it where you want. You can do what you want. Otherwise, it is just making your life hell. So visualize yourself just lying like a log. What's beyond that, which is running it, your mind, and beyond that. So as you go out now, International Space Station, you can visualize Earth spinning 22,000 kilometers per hour, or tilting 18,000 kilometers per hour. The distance of Sun, Moon, the space between the Sun, Moon, Earth. Nashkita is speaking with Yamraj, Maitri with dead Valkya. The 9 planets. How Jupiter holds the asteroids to save Earth. The Mahakumbh Mela, the sun holding these 9 planets, and it travels at around 900,000 kilometers per hour around its Sirius. So nothing is static. Even sun is moving, but sun is still here in our universe, and around that our planets move. But sun holds this and goes around. And there are some 300 billion stars like in our Milky Way. And there are about 300 billion galaxies like us. We've done about 22 cycles, 20 left, and then our Milky Way hits Andromeda, this black hole, absorbs everything. Then because this new creation, and it keeps on. And what is the end and beyond? What's like planets? Event horizon, time, space, mass, energy, wave, particles, all the same. And or cosmic horizon, we know 3%, 97% we have no idea, and we think we are the masters of the universe. 13% light matter, 28% dark matter, the rest is called dark energy. So quantum field or unified field, Shonanda's experiment or the double split experiment, the duality of what we see comes from this, nothing does. So your connection, the silver cord, the alignment, you get one lifetime, at least we are aware of it in this lifetime, make most of it. Otherwise you are part of this creation, destruction and maintenance cycle of how Hinduism describes. It keeps repeating and repeating. But at every point we have the choice to evolve, because once you are in a human form, you have that opportunity to evolve. So breathe in, breathe out, in and out. So it's called Yoga Nidra. So it helps you connect yourself further after your exercises that we did. Now, the breath work itself, which is the real deal, but we do all others and have to develop the muscles to be able to breathe properly. First one is called Bhastrika Pranayama. So you breathe in through your nostril, out through your nostril. As you breathe in, your belly button goes out. As you breathe out, you push your belly button in. See, I had a cold, viral infection, but breathing exercise itself actually helps you get over it very quickly. So it's called Bhastrika Pranayam, involving your abdominal muscles to breathe deeply. So next to Agnisar, so you breathe in and breathe out everything. Then hold the breath. As you are holding the breath, push your belly button out and in, okay? Then try and learn how to hold the breath for longer time, because holding the breath when carbon dioxide increases in itself is helpful. It stimulates your nitrous oxide production, dilates your blood vessels. So there's benefits to it once you start actually learning about how to look after yourself in terms of your breath, because breath is the most important aspect of our life. So breathe in. In and out, hold the breath, push your belly button in and out. One more time. Hold the breath. Now Ujjayi Pranayam. Feel the breath through your throat like the vibrations. tongues. So breathe in through your tongue. Out through your nostrils, Setli Pranam. Now purse your lips and in through your lips, out through your nostrils. Antara, all in, and then hold the breath, kumbhak, then take everything out, vahi, and then hold vahi kumbhak. As you're taking out, push your tongue out, like the kalima, like the haka, the energy produces by effect on uvula. Kapalbhati, yeah. So Kapalbhati is an exhalation. Kapal is the interior fontanel, metaphorically reopening, which is open when you are a little child up to 2 years. There's communication happening with the Brahman, the universe. So the whole purpose in your living life is actually as you grow, evolve, metaphorically you reopen, because this is where the energy centers align with the universal components, the out components I spoke about. Nima, Mahima, Garima, Rima, Mahima, Prapti, Pakama, Astava, Vistava. So that is what it is, and Kapalbhati is helpful in that you practice you over a while, because finding the spot between the breaths, the gap that it is where this emptiness and nothingness, as I said, is where abundance, everything lies. That is the whole paradox of life, actually. So you push out breath in, belly button in, breath comes out. Keep repeating. Vacuum is created, and you inhale anyway. So don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, it's actually quite addictive because you get into this spot of exhalation, and in that gap, this you have to just practice yourself, and you know what I mean. It's painful in the beginning, but once you get used to it into a rhythm and that spot, because it takes away all the thoughts away. That is what it is actually. I was trying to say, because thoughts are what makes our life so desperate and so difficult. Because you can't hold them, you can't stop them, you can't control them. Breath is the only way which will give you this peace. And Kapalbhati is very, very good in that way. All breath works are good. They have different components. That's why we do all them now. So breath in, all, then all take out, then hold the breath. As you're holding, close your orifices, Moolban, Jalandhanban, and Udanban. As long as you can, hold, try and hold. Then when you can't, then as you move up, visualize it's moving up the chakras, right top of your head. It's like a loop. Okay, so it goes up, down. With that, your intentions. Okay, your feelings, your reality creation. In through your left, out to the right. In to the right, out to the left. In to the left, out to the right, in to the right, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left. Now into the left quietly, is very smoothly. Hold it. Out to the right, Nadi Shodhan. Into the right. Out to the left. Into the left. Out to the right. Into the right. Out to the left. Into the left. To the right. Into the right. Out to the left. Om Bhurbhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. संकल्प। हे परम पिता परमात्मा, आपने बिंदु की निर्वृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए हैं। आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा प्रतिहारा। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। 5 महाभूत आकाश आयु पातन मात्रा रूप रंग स्पर्श ग्रंथ 10 इंद्रिय चिन्ह अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा। बॉडी के विषय, माइंड की, इमोशन के, थॉट के विषय पर आए हुए हमने 5 primordial elemental 5 elemental transcend the 10 senses, mind, memory, ego, intelligence, but I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life, I'm part of the entire creation. आत्मा परमात्मा स्वराज। आत्मा परमात्मा चेतन और सब जड़ है। इंट्रोसेप्शन, डिटेचमेंट, डिसोसिएशन, ध्यान, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म, लक्षण, अवस्था, कंसंट्रेशन, कंटेम्पलेशन, मेडिटेशन, 12 एक्सेस, सच्चिद आनंद, आनंद, इंटरप्लेट, इनडायरेक्ट पाथ, डायरेक्ट इन द हाईवे। ओम का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, जन्मानंद, बने बेकार, नित्य पौध, सृष्टि करता, उसी की प्रार्थना उपासना करनी। हमें धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति, हमारे ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य शुद्ध ब्रह्मचर्य गृहस्थी वानप्रस्थ संन्यास के नौद्वीप आकाश आयु निजल पृथ्वी हर काल हर 24 पांच क्रिया बनाने चला ईश्वर, आप हमारे पिता हो, बनन का हमारे संपूर्ण कामना को पूर्ण करते, हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तहने बिना हमारे स्वयं हमारे जोड़ी में डालते जाते, आपके आचरण में विशेष शांति आनंद का वास, के चरण सिंह के शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति शाश्वत सुख के उपलब्ध स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना करे, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या कुटिल भाव create an organizer, protector, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty, God, generator, operator, destroyer, who turn to the gift, all desires, holy soul, is good in which you provide us wisdom, peace, contentment, love, and actual despair. We like the lotus flowing in the tree, or remove narrow-minded attraction, anger, jealousy, hatred, balance, evil activities of our life. का दूसरा अर्थ सब रक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी लोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म gross physical body, subtle body, causal karmic body, processes the cosmic body, जाके राको साई मार सके ना कोई बाल लंबा का कह सके ये देखिए तो बन जा प्रेडिक्टर सेवन दिन ताल ताल seven no randomness or action, all are coincidence, meaningful coincidence, synchronicity, serendipity, symphony, harmony, homeostasis. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति, क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता मृत्यु काश सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने, हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ परिपुष्ट, हमने सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत आत्मा पवित्रता सुंदर, आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्ति विकसित हो, हमारे हृदय में दयाता सहानुभूति वाणी में मिठास दृष्टि में प्यार में बुद्धि त्याग ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण व्यक्ति महान तथा विशाल दीनाथ दिनों के मध्य में चलने वाले ईश्वर, आपके चन्नान बिंदु में हमारा जीवन अर्पित अपनी सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ के ईश्वर। We call the virtuous qualities of forgiveness, simplicity, fearless, humbleness, the good qualities of possession, body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and super. Through blessings of all our sins, may line my heart of compassion and sympathy. Love, very complete education and wisdom, personality, virtues, and great to exist amongst the poorest to the poor. का तीसरा शुद्धमसी बुद्धमसी मुक्तमसी निरंजनमसी, आप शुद्ध पवित्र पवित्र हमें शुद्ध करो, पवित्र कम संकल्प के साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास विवेक और वैराग्य अच्छे गुण क्रम सौ ज्ञान करो, उपासना ज्ञान कर निर्मला की प्राप्ति, तत्व मुस्लिम ब्रह्मास्मि सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम तामसिक इनोशन नेगेटिविटी राजसिक चिंतन मेन की माइंड फॉर 50-60,000 सोर्स है। सात्विक में सत्य निष्काम क्रम निस्वार्थ भाव, जन्म जन्म के संस्कार इंप्रेशन क्लेश जब दूर हो, विद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा जान लगाओ, बदले की भावना सब समाप्त, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कर हमारी बात पित कर स्लेट में प्राप्ति जागृत सपने तूर्य तूर्य तर भाग चेतना की शब्द वाली संकल्प ध्यान जान अंजलि का स्मृति आशा आत्मा परमात्मा लोकेश प्रतिष्ठ विदेश नेत्र भाव करुणा उपेक्षा ज्ञान में कोश मन में कोश प्राण में कोश विज्ञान आनंद में कोश यम हमसे सत्यास्त्य ब्रह्मचर्य पिगरी नियम सब संतोष सब ईश्वर परिधान करो, चित्त दो मूल दो चित्त का निर्भुता युक्त चित्त वृत्ति निरोध सर्विकल से सर्व विचार सर्विस से नयन संप्रजय सर्गुण से निर्गुण सान शिष्ट कल्या ध्यान ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था संयम की प्राप्ति अर्थ सिद्धि अनिमा महिमा गरिमा लरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति में अस्तव सोम प्रासो दुख स्वास्थ्य जगत प्रकाश दुख हरता सुख प्रदाता जगत के पादक प्रकाश मान परमात्मा देव को निशेष का ध्यान करते हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित कीजिए, प्रचोदयात यो न धीमहि देवस्य भर्गो वरेण्यं सावित्री तत्स्वभाव God give of life remove pensorus priest of happiness create everywhere the utmost luminous pure and adorable meditation. Please guide our intellectum jnanam brahmam satyam jnanam brahmam satyam jnanam brahma om ananda. सामित्व निर्मल निश्चल कंपनी में शीतल सुगंधित मंद मंद वायु बह रही है और उस प्रभु के आनंद श्रोतल से मंत्र चिकित्सा तक चक्षुर्देहितम पुरुषाच प्रमुचत पशे में शरदशतम जीवे में शरदशतम सुनियाम शरदशतम प्रभा में शरदशतम दीन शम शरदशत भुष्यम शरदशतात जागृत दूरमे दैवितिं दैवितं दूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरितु तन्मे मनाशि संकल्पमस्तु ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव मृत्युर्मुक्षमामि तेजोमसि बलमसि बलमेदिं ओजोमसि ओजोमेदि वीरमसि वीरमेदिं सहोमसि सहोमेदिं तन्पाग्निसि ज्योदाग्निसि प्रचोमेदिं तनो मा तन्मम्मा भवतु मा ओम मनपते नस्य नो धीना विशिष्मिना प्रपदतारं त्रैश्यावजनो देहि दीपजित तमेव माचित पित तमेव बंधुषिका तमेव विद्याधर्मिणम तमेव सर्वं मम देव देव विश्वानि देव सवितर्दृतानि पराश्व यद्वत्तन्नाश्व हिरण्यगर्भासावर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातापतिरेक्या सदाधारि पितृबिंद्यां तमकस्मै देवायाः विशापिदेमो आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्वोपास प्रश्यम यस्य देवस्य छायामृतमिष मृत्य कस्मै देवायाः विशापिदेमो मेन देवृपृथिवीचदिरा इन स्वसवितमेन न कयोन्तरिक्षराजश विमान कस्मै देवायाः विशापिदिमं प्रजापतिन तदेतानन्न विश्वाजातानि परिताभाव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तुनस्तु श्यामपुत्तरोरैरं सन्नो मधुरजनित सविता तद्धम्वेनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्नाशसि धामन्न धैर्यं तमग्निने सुत्तरस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वानि दस्मज्जौरान्मेनो भविष्यान्ते नमः उक्तिमिदमं ओम नमो शंभुवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवाय ओम शन्नो मित्र शन्नो वरुण शन्नो भर्गोरिमा शन्नो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते प्रविच्यं ब्रह्मादित्यं प्रविच्यं ब्रह्मादिशं विरिक्तं विदिशामि सत्यं वदिशामि तन्ममोतु तद्वाक्तरामोतु अवतु मामोतु वाक् शद्द देवी रविष्टे आपो भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रविशवन्तं सर्वेषां स्वस्ति सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहन्ति वा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति निष्ठाशर्यो अरिष्टने स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नाम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सावीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषामिन्देना तक्तेना पूजितं यथा पुण्य तथा ब्रह्माण्ड यथा पिता दृष्टि तथा सृष्टि ओम कुर्निविवाहि कर्माणि जिजे विषयतां समायुतो इति न अन्यतिथि अस्ति न कर्म लिपते न व्योमस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्यो अमृता एकदम अनुष्पत्ति अनुष्पत्तिम योगे योगे तवाश्रम वाज्य वाज्य हवा में खाइंद्रम उतयम ओम अग्निमीड़े पुरोहितम यजस देव मृत्युजम होतारम रत्नधातमा ओम एकदम सत बहुधा वाचम वातम ओम अस्तमा सतगमय तमसुमा ज्योतिर्गमय अमृतमामृतम गमयम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमदाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति त्रिचुकुम शांति पृथ्वी शांतिरप शांति रोषधय शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्म शांति शैगुम शांति शांति रेव श्याम शांति रेति ओम शांति 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 करागस्ते लक्ष्मी कर मध्य सरस्वती कर मूले तु गोविंदा प्रभावते कर दर्शन शांति शांति शांति. All right, thank you for joining. Have a good day and keep on looking after yourself, keep evolving. Yeah, life is so much more, and this body is this is the body which helps you evolve. it comes from inside, not from outside. So the more we align our body physically into our breath work and the physiology internal aspect, then you get the opportunity to actually utilize your subconscious, the parasympathetic activity, the depth of your senses, so you can relate with plants, animals in energy frequency, the vibration that are there, because they are the links to the universe itself. And human beings in this small planet like Earth have this opportunity, potential, and the choice if you want to become part of this entire Brahmand. Thank you. Om Shanti.